welcome to our final episode talking about elevate your money mindset. Today we are in day 14 and we would love to thank each one of you for coming and tuning in to these lives as well as for everybody who registered for this beautiful event. And I'm coming back with more speakers today just to elevate your mood and elevate your money mindset. And let's just introduce who is here today. Virginia, tell a little bit about
Hello.
yourself and what you're doing.
Good morning, everyone, on this beautiful Saturday in Phoenix, Arizona. And anytime I'm around Irina, I feel like my mood gets elevated. So I'm so happy to be here, even though it's a little early for me. I am still drinking my coffee. I am a financial planner in my professional life and a financial coach, educator, financial literacy volunteer, writer, speaker, all those things in my spare time. So I'm really excited to be here to talk with Irina and Blessing today.
Yay, awesome. And it's great to have you with us, Virginia, always. Thank you, thank you. And Blessing, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome. Tell a little
thank
bit about
you.
yourself and what you're doing.
All right. So my name is Blessing Juwah-Adebayo, and I'm Nigerian, proudly Nigerian. And I'm currently the coach of the Cash Before Her community. And we are streaming down into helping female freelancers land their high-paying clients. So basically, it's all about the cash flow for female freelancers, women who already have online businesses, who are struggling, who are underpaid, who are devalued, who are not seen, those female freelancers who do not have the visibility that they need, and also female freelancers who are struggling financially to make it. So basically, that's what I do. Yeah.
I love it. And today we released your interview as well as mine. So
Wow.
for anybody, just do not miss these interviews and Sophie as well. So we have three interviews today. It's like, like that extra bonus for the day.
Uh-huh.
So if you already registered, please watch the interviews because they're only available for 24 hours. Unless you invest in VIP pass, then you have them unlimited. And also, let's just talk a little bit about your interview, Blessing, what this is all about, what is your topic, and then we'll talk more about the event itself.
All right. So basically, my interview is about the female freelancer,
Mm-hmm.
um, the female freelancers who are struggling, like I said earlier, and how they struggle to get their high-paying clients. Now, in this current generation, in the year 2025, we've recorded a high amount of female freelancers who are not seen, who do not have the visibility. And the reason is because they keep attracting low paying clients. Number two, they have poor positioning. So, as a female freelancer, until you get to a point where you understand, because first of all, like I always say, it's a battle of the mind. It begins with the mind. So if you are able to win in the battle of the mind, then a lot of things will be able to shift for you financially and even physically in your thought pattern, in everything you do. Now, for female freelancers, I focus on female freelancers because that's my niche. Um, Female freelancers are fond of, shortchanging themselves by pricing their services very low. And most of them is because they don't know how to attract clients to themselves. So they position themselves as beggars, right? Most female freelancers are positioned as beggars. They chase clients. So they go around chasing clients, looking for a client that they will have their first gig or second gig. And probably they've even been able to secure one or two clients. It's either they are being ghosted by any of the clients or they have issues with being paid with their clients. And that's because it's poor positioning. If your business is not positioned to attract premium or high paying clients, you will have low paying clients. And the low paying clients are usually nightmare clients. And I'm sure most of us have experienced what nightmare clients are, because most of us are coaches. We have one or two programs or offers out there, and then you're struggling with a particular client to get paid or to even give you a chance to prove your worth. I've
Mhm.
encountered female freelancers personally. I've encountered female freelancers who have wonderful skills. I mean, developed skills, skills that should be paying them $5,000 upwards. But because of poor positioning, because of poor pricing, right? And there's no visibility at all. They get to, put price tags at $50, $100, $200, $20 per service. And the annoying thing is whatever they deliver, right, is something that is not done in one day. Most of the times delivery takes three days to a week. Sometimes it could be a month or more. I have a female freelancer who cried out to me and told me that I did a job for someone. It was so good. It was so good. I almost shed tears for her. It was so good, and it got to the time for her to be paid. And literally, the client told her that she cannot be paid. She will not be paid because she's doing her job. She doesn't just feel like she should be paid. I'm like, that's evil. How can someone do something so much for you and then you don't even have the heart to pay the person? The thing is, there are errors that were made from the beginning, right? So these are
But
errors.
Blessing, do not share all the tips because
No,
that's why
I've not
people
even
get to come
started. Like, I've not even
and
started.
watch the interview to know how do we go about it, so we position ourselves the way that people are paying for our services,
Yeah,
right?
definitely,
So,
definitely.
so that's why I love your interview, and let everybody check it out and come. And what was your free gift?
Yeah, my free gift is the guide. It's a freelance guide for female freelancers, but all freelancers can use it, right? So it's not strictly for female freelancers. I'm dedicating it to female freelancers. So it's a guide that will help you re-strategize your business. It will give you a business uplift. It will give you a business reset. That guide is called the Female Freelancers Guide to Attracting High Paying Clients. You're going to learn the mindset tweak that changed how I showed up. You're also going to learn what I stopped saying in my contents immediately. You're going to learn the simple scripts that got premium clients to say yes without haggling. And also, you're going to get the client magnet checklist I still use till this day. So it's a whole bundle. It's a package for you. Shouldn't miss it. You shouldn't miss it for the world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Virginia,
You're
although
welcome.
your interview already has been released, but I know the people would have another chance to watch it. But tell a little bit about what you were talking about on your interview and what was your free gift.
Yes. So, as I've mentioned in some other of our live streams, I have been studying the psychology of money and behavioral finance for a really long time, and it totally fascinates me. And I can totally nerd out on it, but instead of doing that for you guys, I put together a list of the top 10 money beliefs that can be unhealthy. And interestingly, when I was putting it together, I realized that a lot of them are opposite of each other. Uh, there'd be one that's kind of always this, and then one that's the exact opposite. So it'll be interesting to get feedback from everyone that has decided that they wanted to look at that. As a bonus, after our event is done, I'm going to send out a second document that has the personality types that are associated with those money beliefs.
I love it. That's awesome. And I also released my interview where I was talking about how to create the cash on demand, which is a very exciting topic. You can't miss it. And my free gift was Chichin voice notes, where I share 3 free audio activations that you actually listen to and activate that wealth frequency in order to start attracting more opportunities, more people, and more income into your life. And I just wanted to say that, just a little bit to talk about beyond the numbers, because again, my mission and my vision for this beautiful masterclass was to gather these powerful voices and to show to everybody that everything is possible. Because again, it's all in what you believe. If you believe that you cannot receive, you will never receive it. But a lot of times we have to believe before we receive. That's exactly how the energy works. And my main focus was, do not allow the current circumstances, do not allow your bank account balance, do not allow your age, do not allow your education, do not allow your partner, do not allow the economy to dictate what is possible for you. And everybody in this panel were coming with the gems of knowledge and sharing how is it possible for you to really shift your mindset and start seeing more opportunities rather than obstacles. And that was my main reason for this beautiful masterclass, because I call it the movement. I know we touched thousands and thousands of lives, and the ripple effect is going to continue even beyond the masterclass itself, because again, people can always watch our videos, they can connect with us, they can start really being curious. What is that to live from that life of abundance? What is it? What does it look like? Because again, we were never trained this way when we were raised. And it was now our time to step into our power and make that beautiful choice to connect with the possibility that everything is possible for us. Virginia, would you like to add something? And then I ask Blessing as well.
Yes, I mean, you just put so much out there. Um, Gave me several thoughts that I wanted to comment on. So, first of all, I grew up in Houston, Texas. I've never lived anywhere with snow, by the way. Um, and I lived in a neighborhood where I stood out a lot. And I didn't realize until I was in grad school that this was not a saying that most people of my looks had heard. I said to one of my professors that I grew up hearing each one teach one, and that is really like ingrained in me that you know you bring people up with you. When I see people that think that they can't, that the pie is like, if I give you some, I'm not going to get mine. I just don't understand it, because that's such a part of my identity is to bring people up with me. So, and I have found over the years that we're also unique in how we do things, that there's not one way. So even if I'm coming up this way and helping you up, that doesn't mean you have to do it the same way I have to do it. So I don't expect someone to look at my financial situation and say, I can get to your financial situation by doing the same thing you did. That's not it, right? So there's a lot of the talking heads out there that want to tell you that you need to do X, Y, and Z in this order and in this way. And if you're in debt, or you're not making X amount of money, or you don't have this net worth, that you're doing something wrong. And I am not going to be that person. I don't think that debt is something that you should be shamed over. It got you to where you're at. So take it and let it go. I was in a catch-up call with some people earlier this week, and usually I pick a word of the year. And this year nothing really spoke to me. And in our conversation, I came up with my word, and it's receive. And
I love it.
and it's because we were talking about this idea. A lot of us are having some, I think we change who we are all throughout our lives, but there's some periods where you really know that you're changing your identity, or just changing at least some part of your identity. And I grew up being very responsible for everyone else and myself, and it has been a big transition for me to, rely on other people, because I can't drive and I can't wield a knife right now, and things like that. And we don't realize, when we're very independent and strong and responsible, that we are taking something from other people by not letting them help us.
That's weird.
And it's a huge identity shift to actually allow yourself to rely on someone else. And I think that is the ripple effect that we're talking about, is that when I can let someone, like my niece comes and does meal prep for me, so we're able to give her a little bit of financial assistance, but she's really like doing it. She's helping me. So, and so that has a little ripple effect. And then I get to see her more often. And then my friend who is driving me to my functional movement trainer twice a week, she was going to read a book. I'm totally writing about that. And he was like, no, let's come in here and get your assessment done. And she's been working out with me, and she feels better. Like she's learned to stand better, so she's not having back pain all the time and some things like that. And if I hadn't needed her to drive me, that wouldn't have happened.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. Blessing, what would you like to add?
Yeah, so I'm gonna continue from where she stopped, because she had more or less like spoke my mind. I don't know if she was in my head. So, she spoke about the word that she had for herself for the year, and I also had a word too. I had my own personal word for the year, which was surrender. And that word kind of opened up something in me. I struggled a lot as a single mom, as a wife, as a mother, as a young lady. I struggled. I tried to do everything by myself, right? Which is part of what she said. We must always learn to understand by that giving people the opportunity to help us is not just helping us, but also helping them, right? So it's important for each and every one of us to open up. Like a lot of human beings out there, I myself too, I used to be very enclosed, keeping things to myself, suffering on my own, struggling to figure it out on my own. The truth is, we all are interconnected. We need each other. We cannot do this on our own. Coaches, what's it called? You have people that are signing up for your program and all that. Whatever form it exists, we all are interconnected. We all need each other. We need each other to grow. We need each other for help. We need each other for solace, for emotional, emotional help, for different things, right? So I learned to open up. I learned to believe that I can always get help. I don't have to do this on my own. I've done it on my own. I have struggled for years, and it didn't take me anywhere. I got burnt up, right? So we have to learn to give people the chance to come into our space to help us. I've met with people who, need help, but they don't feel safe. That safety isn't there. But the thing is, we are human beings, right? We don't bite, right? We all need help. There's nobody that doesn't need help. So my word here is for everyone out there to learn to have an open mind. Whatever it is, however it positions itself to be, We must learn to open up to people because you don't know where your next help will come from. It could be from a
Mhm.
total stranger. It could be from someone you don't know at all. How did I meet with Irina? It was through a friend, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know Irina from anywhere, and the opportunity came up, and I jumped at it. Right. So if I
Right.
wasn't that open to my friend, that's
Mhm.
Christine Clark. Yes, she's my mama.
Mhm.
So she introduced me to Irina. I've never met Irina before, but because I
Mhm.
had that open mind and I have this opportunity right now, and I am very grateful to Irina. I'm very grateful for it. Right. So we all have to have that openness, right? To
Totally.
receive. Now we have a
Mhm.
lot of free gifts on this program. A lot of free gifts are out there. Everyone should participate. Grab as much
Mhm.
as you can. No knowledge is lost. No knowledge is useless. Right now, whatever you can get, you get it. Be within the next 24 hours. Watch every live, every podcast that is out there, because you don't know where that word will come from. Like for my business, I always encourage women. There are a lot of women who are stranded financially and they are gifted. When I mean gifted, I mean mentally, experience wise, knowledge wise, skill wise, they are gifted, but they don't know what to do with that skill. And such a skill or gift can open financial doors for them. So it's for them to identify that skill, hone the skill, turn it into an online business, and put it out there. There is no need for perfection. A lot of women are looking for perfection. I started with my phone. I didn't have a
Mhm.
laptop. I started with my phone. Whatever you have, start something. The online space is the new oil well. It's the new oil
Mhm.
well. If you're not doing any business online, I don't know. Traditionally, it's all gone. And there's a lot of resources that we have put out there, not just in making money, with online business. There's the manifestation, there's financial confidence, there's a lot that will build your mind, that will build
Mhm.
your it's going to build your inner space for you to know that, okay, this is what I want to do. It will help you identify exactly what you want to do and help you position it and help you bring it out to the world. So there's a lot of goodies out there in us that has not been mined. There's a lot of potentials that have not been mined, that has not come out because they've been starved educationally, they have been starved informationally. So that's why we have a lot of free gifts out there. I want to encourage everyone out there to go and get every free gift that you can get right now. It's going to help you. If not now, it's going to help you later in the future. So that's my own.
Mhm. Oh my God, so beautifully said, Blessing. And again,
Thank
like
you.
you mentioned, sometimes just hearing one conversation could just spark the idea in a person. And
Yeah.
once that person just, act on that idea, that's when the doors starting to open.
Yeah.
Again, everything starts from ourselves to say yes to the opportunity, yes to the changes, and yes to the growth. And that's exactly what this is all about, right? Because if we are not doing anything, we are receiving nothing, right? So for
Yeah.
us to see the changes, and since we are talking about financial blessings, for us to see the changes, we have to start with ourselves and say, yes, I'm ready to explore. Yes, I'm ready for the changes. And yes, this is my time. Because again, if somebody is sitting and watching and saying, you know what, I'm not ready for it, the thing is, we are never ready unless we just push ourselves
Yeah.
to something. So there is no better time than now because now is the only time that we have. So we encourage everybody register for the event if you haven't, watch the interviews, claim the gifts, and connect with us because we have amazing after party that's happening this Monday. If you register, you're going to be part of that party, and better if you complete the survey about the event, you're going to be entered into the drawing where each of the speaker is contributing something great for you to win. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and thanks so much for coming and sharing this stage today. And again, for everybody, register, tune in, and claim what's out there because if you are asking for the sign, if you are saying, I'm so tired of experiencing the same financial reality that I'm in, this is your sign. And again, if you are not doing anything about it, your life is still going to be where it is. But if you're really ready to move forward, this is your invitation, this is your golden ticket. Thank you so much and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Yeah.
Continue
Bye.
manifesting